Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be following on from my previous gameplay and tips video, so if you haven't seen that one yet, check that one out first. Anyway, let's jump straight into the game. Okay, jumping back into game, let me just grab my bearings. Yep, my scout team's about to hit Steel Bridge and get me the first automatron. I've already thrown down the extra housing for the refugees that are coming in, so there won't be any problems there with housing. I'm going to need to throw down an extra medical bay though, because typical rule of thumb is every time you get an influx of refugees, you want to throw down a medical center and more hunting huts for an increased food supply, otherwise it'll become a crisis. Okay, I need to throw down 2 of these sawmills that I've rushed now as well with the research, because most of the wooden crates that we were harvesting in the early game have now depleted, so we need to secure our wood supply going into the mid game. Attach these with a road, and next we want to pick up on the tech tree is steelworks. This is a bit earlier for steel, but I like to pick it up quite early because it builds a surplus when you go into the mid game. And in the mid game you want surplus because when you upgrade all the housing you need steel to do so, and you won't be able to upgrade them all at once if you don't have a big adequate surplus. So that's why I like to do it. It helps quite a lot with heating in the middle game. So preparing for the future, I'm just putting all these new refugees on all the various coal piles and things around the map till my sawmills finish building, and when they do I'll move them over to there. Okay, that medical post, turn the radiators on so it functions. I need to steal a few engineers away from these piles to get the medical bay operating. Great, that should help deal with the medical ailments of the new refugees. Okay, we've got the automatron now. Send it back to the city. Do not dismantle it under any circumstances. It's by far the best employee you're going to have. It works 24 hours a day, doesn't care about the cold, never sick. He's a real hero, a real trooper. You're going to need a few of them late game as well to ensure that you have a consistent coal supply in the permafrost. Okay, we're going to take some workers off here and put them on the sawmill. Take another 10 off this coal pile because wood is the most important thing at the moment, but soon when we've secured the wood supply, the next important thing will be coal. Speed up time a bit. It's off time again. I'm not rolling people on the hunting huts at the moment because you don't really need to when you get to this point of the game, and I'm a bit lazy, so I'm gonna stop doing that around now. Let's speed through this a bit more. As you can see, okay, we're gonna grab these resources, keep pushing forward with your scout team. Make sure you get to the large convoy before you go to Winterhome as well. You want to send the refugees back and then move to Winterhome, because when you get to Winterhome it triggers a new book of laws. I'll go a bit more in detail on that in a bit. I'm gonna grab Public House. We want to rush towards Public House and Moonshine because people are quite temperamental in hard difficulty and they get upset very easily, but everybody loves booze, so we're gonna throw down a pub. Yeah, you can already see the discontent rising in the populace. Typically with a pub as well, you only need 1 staff member to man it to get the benefits, so don't fill it up with 5 working people. I'm gonna grab 1 worker here and throw it on, and everybody will be happier now. Great. Steelwork. Now we need to probably research tech tier 2. Yep, we're gonna need to rush drawing boards here so we can get tier 1 tech, because we're going to need to rush the coal mines because our coal supply that is dotted around the map initially is going to diminish soon as well, much like our wood, so we need to secure that for the future. Gonna throw down the steelworks so we can start building that up. I threw that down a bit earlier. I probably should have waited till tonight to throw that down, but yeah, I'm gonna throw down a second one anyway, nonetheless. So we're gonna speed up time again. Need to build a road up and connect it. I'm gonna build the road outwards here from this angle and swing it in. Okay, if it'll do it. Yep. And the reason for that is I'm going to want to build a sawmill in the future around here, and the road's already going to be there ready and connected for me. So yeah, that's where I'm going to build the sawmill. Let me just deal with this. Oh, it's just an amputee. I see, that's fine. But yeah, you want to build your roads with an idea of where you're going to put your next tech facility or building facility, so you can save time on building another road, obviously. Okay, we're gonna want moonshine now. This is probably the best thing you can pick up early game to help with discontent and hope, because with every meal at the end of the day they're gonna have some alcohol, and it's gonna cheer the people up, keep them all happy again. Don't have enough workers for the steel though, so I'm not going to be able to max that out yet, so that's unfortunate. But the refugees and the automatron will be here soon, so they'll help make up the manpower. Yeah, I really need to throw down a second medical tent now, but I just don't have the staff, I don't have the engineers available to do so. And here is the automatron. So I'm gonna throw that on wood because I'm struggling for wood at the moment, and steel's not that important at this point, but it will be in the future. So I'm gonna put the automatron on there so he works 24 hours, increases the wood supply. And yeah, let me just explore. We have winter home. Send the survivors from the convoy. Yeah, you'll lose a few of them, but it's far more efficient to keep pressing forward from point to point to clear the map, because obviously escorting the survivors back and then travelling forward again and going back and forwards is just really inefficient. Okay, so we've got automatron working. Okay, we want to pick up coal mines now. We want to throw one of them down to secure our coal and going into the mid game. Frightened patient. There's always something, isn't there? There's always something wrong. We're just gonna cut off his leg. He'll be fine. It's not great having amputees, but it's better than the people dying, because dying upsets a lot of people. But the amputees essentially can't work and just become a drain on public resources, but we endure, we continue on. Okay, freezing homes. I don't think we're going to be able to deal with this at this point, because we're tacking towards coal. So it's far better to say we'll heat some homes and break the promise than not doing anything at all, because it'll buy you 2 days before the discontent takes effect, so to speak. Which isn't too big of a deal. Our coal supplies are dwindling now. I need to get this coal mine up pretty quickly. I can't afford the 24-hour shift though, because I know in 2 days people are going to be upset about the heating, so I can't afford that discontent right now. Scout party. Okay, yeah. Now that we're at winter home, it's going to trigger the new law, which we're going to have to choose between order and faith. I'll move my scouting team on. So, yeah. Everybody's found out about winter home being a dead zone. They're all upset, they're riled, they're about to riot. But don't worry, your choices are between faith and order and discipline. Always go order and discipline, it's far more efficient. And in hard difficulty, yeah, it really helps out. So you want to throw down 2 watchtowers straight away. Try and hit as many houses as you can with them, because the more houses in the radius of the watchtowers, the more effective they are, essentially. Just connect these with a road. A lot like the public house, you only need one staff member to really reap a lot of the benefits, because when you go over one staff member on the watchtowers, diminishing return kicks in. Okay, the Londoners, the group that want to desert the city, have cropped up. Don't worry about them too much right now, because we're going to be rushing towards order, a new order, which is basically a full dictatorship. So we'll just kill them off, so they won't be a problem at all. Generator power is the next thing we're going to upgrade, because the cold is coming again very shortly. I'm going to throw down this coal mine now to secure the coal for the future. I'm going to build another road out. I'm going to complete the road around this outer rim first, because we're going to be building around there anyway. So I'm going to be building houses there again shortly. When this finishes, I'm probably going to want to... Yeah, I'm going to pull the automatron off, because the coal's more important than the wood now. So the automatron, yeah, will work 24 hours and increase my wood flow. My coal flow, sorry. Watchtower, I need one worker for each of these. So where am I going to steal one from? Steal one from this pile. Put the children working on that, and one worker on each. Now both watchtowers will be operational, and they'll be pretty efficient with just one worker on, so just keep one worker on for most of the game. It's fine. People are hungry, and I'm going to have more refugees, so I'm going to have a food problem coming on soon, so I'm probably going to have to deal with that. Again, send the survivors to the city, keep pressing forward, collecting more resources and finding more and more survivors. My coal is definitely going to be a problem. Automatron on, and that should hopefully solve it. Take some workers off here, put them on the wood. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been so lazy and should be rolling them off the hut. Let's check our coal. Yep, our coal's positive. That's great. Yeah, I probably should have been rolling the staff off the workers, the hunter's hut, and putting them on the sawmills and mines to increase efficiency, but... Oh, thank you note. Great. It's wonderful. Doing a great job then, according to the people. More people join the Londoners. Traitors. Can't wait to extinguish them all. Okay guys, I'm going to be stopping it here. I'm going to be continuing with this playthrough though, in future videos, and show you how to complete hard difficulty from start to finish. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the rest of the series.